Okay, well, we're banning big institutions from buying these single-family homes. Jamie Lane, chief economist at AirDNA, said the vast majority of vacation rental managers oversee just 1 to 5 properties. So there's little institutional ownership involved. Therefore, we anticipate that this will have essentially no impact on the short-term rental industry, Lane said.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you kind of agree
100%
with that?
agree. This has to do with BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street going in and buying, like these big, huge hedge funds going and buying single family homes, taking them off the market. The average consumer is not able to go buy homes, and they're putting them, holding them as rentals, jumping prices up. And so this has to do with the housing affordability. Trump is trying to say, hey, listen, we're going to try to pass some rules where these big institutions can't go buy single family homes. Well, short-term rentals are single family homes, but they're also our short-term rental world. We've talked about this many, many times. This is not this is very difficult for institutional buyers to get into because of the uniqueness of them and the for us, we can scale a portfolio. Institutions, it's very hard for them to place big money in short-term rentals and actually scale a portfolio because of the unique experiences that each one are kind of required to operate at the top.
Sense.
So we've always been a mom and pop type of a business. We talk about we're a mom and pop investor base, retail investor base. Institutional investors very much ignore short-term rentals, not because they don't like it as an asset class. I've had many private equity firms, family offices call us and say, hey, listen, Sean, we know you're doing this. You're working with a lot of investors. We want to place $50 million. Can we do that? And that's not even that much money from an institutional standpoint. And the answer to them is almost unequivocally, no, I'm not really able to help you because it's very difficult to go do that without going and buying a whole bunch of just individual homes. We are a business that happens to be mom and pop retail investors. This rule is not going to pull a bunch of institutional investors out of the short-term rental market by any stretch. It was never that game in the first place and was very far from becoming that. And so, yeah, I completely agree with Jamie. Know Jamie well. And it will have almost zero impact as far as any, pulling out any of those big buyers coming into the short-term rental space. They're not in it in the first place.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes total sense to me. I would think more of like hotels where they can kind of standardize everything, where it's like
but those aren't single family homes. Yeah,
right.
The institutions want to be in hospitality, and that's how they are playing in the hospitality game. Very scalable. They can go by thousands of doors. They can have huge portfolios, and then they're able to do that at a very duplicatable, scalable way of how they want to operate their business. Short-term rentals are not that.
Right. Okay, makes total sense.